train took the corner, and I watched until I couldn't see them. The particular feeling of the mourner, of small departures, the one leaving rather than the one who stays, and the wave going on past visibility into whatever it conveys. Being waved off at the station is its own particular thing, the one receding into distance, the platform shrinking until it's gone. Being waved off at the station, a small ceremony of parting that the journey begins with before the actual starting of wherever you're going. I kept my hand up longer than necessary, past when they could see it clearly, just completing the gesture properly, finishing it sincerely. And then the corner took them, and the journey was only mine. And I sat with the particular fullness of the goodbye and the line between the leaving and the left. Being waved off at the station is its own particular thing, the one receding into distance, the platform shrinking until it's gone. Being waved off at the station, a small ceremony of parting that the journey begins with before the actual starting of wherever you're going. The waving continues in the imagination long after the platform's gone, the gesture completing itself somewhere between the heart and the moving on. Corner taken, platform gone, journey mine now entirely, carrying the wave somewhere inside. The song came on at exactly the right moment as the train rounded the corner, and the valley opened up completely, and the landscape and the chorus arrived simultaneously, in the kind of coincidence that feels too exact to be accidental, but probably is in the evidence of how many times it doesn't happen. Song and landscape perfectly timed, that moment when they align, the music made for this exact view, or the view made for this exact line of the song. Song and landscape perfectly timed, the traveler's particular gift, when what you're hearing meets what you're seeing, and both of them provide the lift of the perfect moment. I didn't do anything to make it happen, just pressed play and looked out the window, and the universe or the algorithm, or just the odds of the long plateau of a journey finally coming through with something worth the whole trip. That moment when the song and the view give you something in the grip of the simultaneously beautiful song and landscape perfectly timed, that moment exact line of the song and landscape perfectly timed. The traveler's particular gift, when what you're hearing meets what you're seeing, and both of them provide the lift of the perfect moment. You can't plan for it, it just happens on the journeys long enough for the odds to finally come through, for the timing to line up. Moment passed, still on the train, still on the same journey, but carrying that moment now for the rest of it. Up earlier than usual this morning, the bag already packed from last night, the particularly electricity of departure, the day already feeling different before it's properly begun. The journey starting in the preparation, before the first step, before the run to the station. Departure morning has its own feeling. Before you've left the house, the anticipation of the moving, the quiet before the route opens up. Departure morning has its own feeling. The last look at the familiar rooms before the unfamiliar takes over, before the journey resumes its hold on you. Check the ticket 3 more times than was strictly necessary, and left 10 minutes earlier than the most cautious itinerary required, just to have the margin, just to stand on the platform and feel the journey begin, before the train performed its arrival. Departure morning has its own feeling. Before you've left the house, the anticipation of the moving, the quiet before the route opens up. Departure morning has its own feeling. The last look at the familiar rooms before the unfamiliar takes over, before the journey resumes its hold on you. You leave twice on departure morning, once in the mind before the body, the imagination already traveling while you're still standing in the lobby of the ordinary day. Departure morning has its own feeling. Before you've left the house, the anticipation of the moving, the quiet before the route opens up. Departure morning has its own feeling. The last look at the familiar rooms before the unfamiliar takes over, before the journey resumes platform now early, the journey properly beginning, the departure morning delivering what it promised. This is the 500 and somethingth time I've taken this particular route, and I still find things I hadn't noticed, still find something new to doubt, that I've been looking properly all along, the building I've never registered, the tree that must have always been there, the shop that I've somehow missed. The same route every day keeps surprising if you let it. The familiar road still hiding things from the person who forgets it, needs looking at. The same route every day, a practice in the noticing of what the routine keeps revealing to the eyes worth tossing toward the window. Today it was a mural on a wall that I must have been walking past for months, the kind of thing that's clearly not new, but new to me, which counts. And I stopped to look at it properly for the first time in all that time, and felt the particular small pleasure of the notice, the finally mine. The same route every day keeps surprising if you let it. The familiar road still hiding things from the person who forgets it, needs looking at. The same route every day, a practice in the noticing of what the routine keeps revealing to the eyes worth tossing toward the window. The commute is not the enemy of the interesting life, it's just a repeated invitation to notice what's outside. Same route tomorrow, looking forward to what I've missed, still there waiting for the 500 and something plus one time. Decided not to look at the map, just to follow the signs and see what happened when the navigation was left entirely to me, and the instincts that accumulate from years of getting somewhere, and also from the particular pleasure of not knowing exactly where. No map, just moving, that's a different kind of traveling. No map, just moving, I like the slow unraveling of the certain route. No map, just moving, the direction approximate at best, just a general sense of somewhere, and the willingness to test the limits of the known. Ended up somewhere I wouldn't have found if I'd been following the efficient line between where I started and where I meant to go. A street that had no reason to be mine, except that I wandered into it and found it worth the wandering. A small discovery made of being unguided and wondering. No map, just moving. That's a different kind of traveling. No map, just moving. I like the slow unraveling of this certain route. No map, just moving. The direction approximate at best. Just the general sense of somewhere, and the willingness to test the limits of the known. The efficient route gets you there faster. The inefficient one shows you more. The map knows the way, but doesn't know what the detour's for. Found my way eventually. Took longer, found more. That's the trade worth making sometimes. The last leg of a longer journey, the final connection, the final train. And something in me settling into the knowing that the main part of the traveling is behind me. The adventure mostly done. Just this last hour between me and wherever I've become. Someone who went and came back. Last leg of the journey, the particular bittersweet of it. The travel almost over, and me almost out of it and back. Last leg of the journey, the familiar on the horizon, the place I left before the going. Now the place I'm arriving in. I tried to hold the traveling feeling for as long as the journey allowed. The openness of being away somewhere. The particular traveling crowd of strangers that had surrounded me, now thinning as the familiar approached outside the window, and the world got particular in the way that only home can get. Last leg of the journey, the particular bittersweet of it. The travel almost over, and me almost out of it and back. Last leg of the journey, the familiar on the horizon, the place I left before the going. Now the place I'm arriving in. Every journey ends at home eventually, or somewhere that has its own kind of discovery of what the leaving made of it. Almost home now, the journey counting down, the traveling version of me, holding on a little longer. Long distance bus at 11. Most of the passengers already asleep. The overhead lights dim to almost nothing. Just the road and the dark and the deep hum of the engine doing its work through the night and through the distance. And I sat there in the semi-dark, in the particular persistence. Night bus, most people sleep in the small club of the wakeful, the ones who can't quite let the journey go unconscious, the ones grateful for the dark. Night bus, most people sleep in the headlights, catching the road ahead. Hours to go before the arriving, hours before anyone's in their bed. A rest stop at 2 in the morning, everyone stirring, briefly blinking into the fluorescent of the service station before returning, before sinking back into whatever approximation of sleep the bus allows. And I bought something warm to carry back to my seat, to the dark hours. Night bus, most people sleep in the small club of the wakeful, the ones who can't quite let the journey go unconscious, the ones grateful for the dark. Night bus, most people sleep in the headlights, catching the road ahead. Hours to go before the arriving, hours before anyone's in their bed. The night bus has its own community of the reluctantly awake, nodding at each other in the darkness, at the rest stop, at the break. Night bus, most people sleep in that small club of the wakeful, the ones who can't quite let the journey go unconscious, the ones grateful for the dark. Night bus, most people sleep in the headlights, catching the road ahead. Hours to go before the arriving, hours before anyone's in their bed. Back on the bus, warm drink in hand, dark outside, dark inside, hours still to go. That's fine. Passenger seat on a long drive, the particular freedom of the not driving, just the window and the road unreeling, and whatever the journey's providing in the way of landscape, conversation, or the comfortable quiet of two people going somewhere together at their own particular speed. Passenger seat, someone else driving, That's a particular kind of rest. Not responsible for the direction, just along for whatever comes next. Whatever comes next. Passenger seat. They put music on without asking, and it was exactly right somehow. The way that sometimes someone else's choice is better than your own, and how you'd never have picked it yourself, but the journey needed precisely this. And you sit there grateful for the choosing that you didn't have to make. Passenger seat, someone else driving. That's a particular kind of rest. Not responsible for the direction, just along for whatever comes next. Whatever comes next. Passenger seat. Trust the driver, watch the window. That's the passenger's simple art. Let someone else take the wheel sometimes. That's a practice worth the start. Passenger seat, someone else driving. It's a particular kind of rest. Not responsible for the direction, just along for whatever comes next. Whatever comes next. Passenger seat, still in the passenger seat, still watching the road go by. Glad not to be driving for once. The city announced itself from the window before the pilot said a word. The particular density of lights in the shape of something heard about before but not yet seen from this particular angle. And I pressed my face against the porthole like a child in the single most anticipated moment of the journey. First sight of the destination from the window before landing. That moment of recognition, the particular understanding that you're almost there. First sight of the destination, a city from above before you're in it. The last moment of the outside view before you're part of it within it. I always try to identify something, a landmark, a river bend, something to confirm the arrival before the journey's end. Makes it official, makes it real. And this time I found the bridge, the one I'd seen in photographs, coming up over the ridge of the landscape. Exactly right. First sight of the destination from the window before landing. That moment of recognition, the particular understanding that you're almost there. First sight of the destination, the city from above before you're in it. The last moment of the outside view before you're part of it, within it. The approach is its own thing, neither journey nor arrival. The in-between of the almost there, the final act of the survival of the distance. Landing now, wheels down, the outside view closing, the destination beginning, the journey over. Somewhere above the clouds completely, the particular white of looking down at the top of weather for once, at the tops of things that usually drown everything in gray from below. But from here they're just a floor of white that stretches to the horizon, and the blue above has never been more. Above the clouds, below the blue, that particular in between, the most removed from everything usual, the most particular scene of the journey. Above the clouds, below the blue, the world simplified to two things, the white below, the blue above, and the plane and everything it brings to the crossing. The person beside me ordered something, and I watched the tiny cup arrive on a tiny tray in the particular ceremony of up, high enough to need the pressurization, high enough to feel the slight strangeness of being here at all, in this particular altitude's light. Above the clouds, below the blue, that particular in between, the most removed from everything usual, the most particular scene of the journey. Above the clouds, below the blue, the world simplified to two things, the white below, the blue above, and the plane and everything it brings to the crossing. Flying reminds you of the scale of everything you usually forget, how small the city looks from above, how wide the world is yet. Above the clouds, below the blue, that particular in between, the most removed from everything usual, the most particular scene of the journey. Above the clouds, below the blue, the world simplified to two things, the white below, the blue above, and the plane and everything it brings to the crossing. Still above the clouds, somewhere over something, not there yet, up here for a little longer. Top deck of the bus, front row, the best seat in the city's house. Everything at a different angle, the street seen from above. The tops of heads, the tops of buses, the particular elevated view that only the top deck gives you of the city moving through. Up here on the top deck, the city looks like a different place. The same streets from a higher angle, everything at a different pace. A different pace. Different pace. A child beside me pressed her face against the glass and counted something. I couldn't see what she was counting, but the counting was consuming all of her attention completely. And I watched the city through her eyes for a moment, looking for whatever was worth the counting from this rise. Up here on the top deck, the city looks like a different place. The same streets from a higher angle, everything at a different pace. A different pace. Different pace. Take the top deck when you can. The elevated view costs nothing extra, and the city from above is its own particular lecture on what you've been missing at ground level. Up here on the top deck, the city looks like a different place. The same streets from a higher angle, everything at a different pace. A different pace. Different pace. My stop coming up, reluctant to leave the top deck, always reluctant to come down. Bought a ticket to the end of the line. No particular reason for that stop. Just wanted the length of the journey, the particular kind of non-stop motion that a long ride gives you. The hours of being in between, not here, not there, just traveling through whatever the window scene. Seat back thin, knees close in, I let the miles do what they do. A little while, belonging nowhere new. Riding to nowhere specific, that's a particular kind of freedom. The destination chosen for distance. Riding to nowhere specific, the journey is the whole point, not the arrival, not the leaving, just the long unjointed hours in between. Riding to nowhere specific. I got off at the end of the line eventually, looked around the unfamiliar station, had a coffee in the small cafe, and took in the particular sensation of being somewhere with no reason, no obligation, no one waiting. And got back on the train going back, the return trip already generating its own quiet its own slow pull, same rails under me, but I fell full right into nowhere specific. That's a particular kind of freedom, the destination chosen for distance. Right into nowhere specific. The journey is the whole point, not the arrival, not the leaving, just the long unjointed hours in between. Right into nowhere specific. Sometimes the point of going somewhere is simply the going itself. The destination just a turn around, a reason to leave the shelf of the usual and the state of the maps and settled names. I went to learn the shape of change and came back changed. Right into nowhere specific. That's a particular kind of freedom, the destination chosen for distance. Right into nowhere specific. The journey is the whole point, not the arrival, not the leaving, just the long unjointed hours in between. Right into nowhere specific. On the way back now, the nowhere specific already behind me. The somewhere specific ahead, both of them mine. Three hours back on the same track that brought me here this morning. The landscape running in reverse, the familiar in the returning. Looks different somehow going back, the same fields from the other side. And I sat with the strangeness of it, the two directions of the ride. The way back is never quite the same as the way there. Same journey, opposite direction, same window, different air. The way back carries something that the way there didn't hold. The weight of the visited, the scene, the particular weight of the told and the experienced. I carry back more than I've brought. That's always how it goes. The journey out is anticipation, the journey back is what it knows. About what happened in between, about the hours away from home. And the train takes both of us back, the me who left and the one who's grown a little from the going. The way back is never quite the same as the way there. Same journey, opposite direction, same window, different air. The way back carries something that the way there didn't hold. The weight of the visited, the scene, the particular weight of the told and the experienced. Every journey has two halves, and the return is its own thing. Not just that they're undone, but its own particular ring. Home getting closer now, the city coming back into view. Different from how I left it, or I am one of those. The person in the seat beside me fell asleep somewhere after the second stop. Their head inclining toward the window, their book closed without a bookmark top. And I sat there very carefully, not moving more than I had to, trying not to disturb the sleeping, the way you do, the way you have to, on trains with strangers. Strangers sleeping on the same train. A particular kind of trust extended to the shared space and the journey before it's ended. This brief agreement. Strangers sleeping on the same train. The small courtesy of the still, of not disturbing someone's rest, even as strangers, even until the last stop. They woke just before their station, with that particular sudden surfacing of the train sleeper who's learned to sense their stop approaching, and gathered their things efficiently, said excuse me very quietly, and were gone before I'd quite registered the end of our small proximity. Strangers sleeping on the same train. A particular kind of trust extended to the shared space and the journey before it's ended. This brief agreement. Strangers sleeping on the same train. The small courtesy of the still, of not disturbing someone's rest, even as strangers, even until the last stop. The etiquette of shared journeys is its own unwritten code. A small kindness extended sideways on the shared and moving road. Empty seat beside me now. The stranger stopped behind me. Journey continuing alone. My reflection in the window glass, superimposed on the passing world. My face laid over the landscape, the inside and outside hurled together in the surface of the window, both present both partial, both true. Reflection in the window, two worlds on one surface, the inside me and the outside world, each one giving the other purchase on the glass. Reflection in the window, I look like I belong out there, floating over the fields and houses, a ghost in the particular air. Spent a lot of time on trains looking at this particular doubling, the version of me that lives in windows that never seems to be troubling anyone out there in the landscape, just passing through on the glass, a transparent passenger of the journey, watching everything it passes. Reflection in the window, two worlds on one surface, the inside me and the outside world, each one giving the other purchase on the glass. Reflection in the window, I look like I belong out there, floating over the fields and houses, a ghost in the particular air. The window shows you both at once, where you are and where you're going through. The inside self and the outside world, and the glass that holds them true. Still reflecting, still moving, both versions of the journey continuing, inside and outside. At once. Boarded the overnight train at 9, found my seat in the half-dark car, the particular quiet of fellow travelers who've accepted that where they are for the next several hours is here, this particular moving room, and everyone settled into the understanding of the shared journey's particular tune. Night train moving through the dark, the world outside invisible, just the lights inside the carriage and the rhythm inexhaustible of the rails. Night train moving through the dark, the particular democracy of travel, everyone going somewhere different, but for now sharing the same gravel under the wheels. Someone's reading with a small light, someone else already asleep, and I watch the darkness out the window, looking for something the night would keep. Visible, the town, a highway, a lit window in a dark field, and found them occasionally, like secrets briefly revealed. Night train moving through the dark, the world outside invisible, just the lights inside the carriage and the inexhaustible of the rails. Night train moving through the dark, the particular democracy of travel. Everyone going somewhere different, but for now, sharing the same gravel under the wheels. The night train asks you to surrender to the hours it takes to give up the usual control of how the journey makes its way. Still moving, dark outside, somewhere ahead, the destination. Not thinking about it yet, just the dark and the moving. The announcement came at 4:30. Next stop, the end of the line. Something in me shifted slightly at the dissolving of the time that had been the journey's particular pocket, separate from before and after. Just the moving and the music and whatever came after that announcement. Arriving ends a thing, even where you wanted. Arriving ends a thing, it haunted. Arriving ends a thing, the windows almost closed. That world of being in transit falls apart and decomposes. Arriving ends a thing. I gathered my things a little slowly, not ready quite to surface from that particular state of traveling back to the usual purpose of being somewhere with a reason rather than just in between. Then the train slowed down at the station and the journey its scene. Arriving ends a thing, even where you wanted. Arriving ends a thing and leaves it haunted. Arriving ends a thing, the windows almost closed. That world of being in transit falls apart and decomposes. Arriving ends a thing. Slightly. Every arrival is a small loss of the traveling that came before. The destination earns its meaning by ending what fed it more. Arrived now, journey over, window view released. Back in the world, still a little haunted, still hearing what it was before. 20 minutes at the transfer station. Not enough time for anything much, but enough to buy a coffee, to stand and feel the rush of other people's journeys, crossing through the same point before dispersing to their destinations, before the journeys disjoin. Transfer station, 20 minutes, a small world of its own making. Everyone going somewhere different, everyone briefly at the same crossing, the same pause. Transfer station, 20 minutes, long enough to notice something about the particular human business of all this constant moving. I watched a child pulling her father towards something she'd seen in a shop, and he followed with the patience of someone who'd learned not to stop. The momentum of a child's enthusiasm in a transfer station's hall. And I smiled and finished the coffee before my platform called. Transfer station, 20 minutes, a small world of its own making. Everyone going somewhere different, everyone briefly at the same crossing, the same pause. Transfer station, 20 minutes, long enough to notice something about the particular human business of all this constant moving. The transfer station holds them all for a moment before releasing everyone to their next direction, the brief intersection ceasing. Transfer station, 20 minutes, a small world of its own making. Everyone going somewhere different, everyone briefly at the same crossing, the same pause. Transfer station, 20 minutes, long enough to notice something about the particular human business of all this constant moving. Platform cold, coffee finished, back into the moving. 20 minutes done.